Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of RTHD. In this episode, as you can see, I have the DJI OSMO Action. Now, recently got it. Finally, this is going to be the unboxing video, so stay tuned as we go through this thing. Alright guys, so I changed my setup a little bit, so I'm hoping that it will be okay, except for, of course, my audio cable cord. So hopefully that won't get in the way. So guys, we have finally the DJI OSMO Action. Now there's about 3 products out that DJI has been creating. Some, of course, smaller products that have some level of image stabilization. Well, the OSMO Action is, of course, the GoPro alternative, and it comes with image stabilization or electronic stabilization, sorry. So that means that it does it digitally does the stabilization compared to the Osmo Mobile, for example, that does it with manual gears and so forth like that. All right, so let's get to the unboxing. Okay, so it comes in a very, very nice package, as you can see here. And it actually matches the Osmo Mobile 3's package, but it's a lot smaller, as you can see from the size of my hand. So it's about the size of a cell phone case. It's about also the weight of what I would expect a cell phone to be. So this is really, really nice. This is, of course, a new type of, these are like the new versions of DJI's products, because it actually has, the ability to be used for traveling and so forth. It's really, really small. All right. So what we have in the first thing is, of course, the same sort of design, the brand, and of course the model or the type of product, and of course a picture. And as we can see there, it's of course supposed to be waterproof. There's nothing on the right hand side, and there's just the website on the left hand side. And to the back, we can of course see that it has dual screens, which is nice. It's 4K HDR. I don't believe that the 4K HDR does image stabilization, but we would probably have to double check that as well. It has 11 meters of waterproof, so that means that you could, without an additional housing, it could go up to about 33 feet at least. And it has Rocksteady, which is what DJI calls the electronic image stabilization. For those of you who don't know what that means, is basically just like the GoPro. When you record, it tries to stabilize the footage as best as possible. So instead of you seeing like all the different bumps when something is moving, it actually moves a lot smoother. And this one actually supports 4K 60p, and it has 8x 1080p. So 8x 1080p would be 8 multiplied by, I believe, 30. So 8 to 24, 240 frames per second, which is really awesome. And this supports the DJI Mimo app. So that means that this is sort of like within the same range of the Osmo Mobile 3. So the good thing is that, it'll be one app that you're going to be using and not like a million apps that DJI would have been creating. All right, so let's get into the unboxing, because I see nothing else here. Let's get rid of the plastic. Okay, right, so yes, you have to open it from the side. So here we go. Well, that was fun. I'm going to figure out how to open it. Nice. And it opens like a book. Hey, wow, nice. Ooh, what's this? Oh, so they actually put like an actual padding. Okay, all right, DJI, okay. The engineering design. And here we go. We have the Osmo Action. Really nice and small. It really is nice and small. I mean, oh, but it's heavy. Oh, this thing is probably heavier than my phone. So that's what we get so far in the box. Let's see what else, if there's anything. And there should be at least something to charge, or a cable. I don't think it comes with a charger either. But that part is also heavy as well. There's nothing else in the box, so we move the box aside. It would be nice if there was a way to actually keep it closed, because well, either way, what's in the box? What's in the box? All right, so everything's packaged within here. I mean, I'm hoping there's a brick, but it seems that there's not even a brick in this thing. I mean, goodness gracious, DJI. A brick is too cheap to not include in a product, and I don't know why they keep doing that. So we see how it actually goes here. Okay, so now we have the mounts as well too. That will be, these are like the mounts and so forth, which I don't think I'll be using. But the good thing is, of course, that there is a mount at the underneath here. We'll get to that. And there's one more thing, which is a very thin manual. It's a lot. It looks like a lot, but I don't think I'll be using it. And of course, there's like, I don't know what this is, but it's in different language altogether. So you have the manual on the side, and that's it. Batteries are about, yeah, it's about a little bit heavier than a cell phone for sure. And the battery is about the weight of a cell phone. See what this, let's see what. All right. So there's a place for the card here, which they could have just included one time. And there is the battery as well here. So that's, you know, that's pretty good as well. So we're gonna plug this in. Might as well leave that out, and let's just have a look at what is inside this package here, which is okay, so the USB-C cable, which is quite short. Oh my goodness, I'm not happy actually with this DJI product. And this is probably my first time seeing that. They could have given you a longer port. I don't see why, because I mean, a lot of people will be plugging in these things into their outlets, and obviously if you plug this thing, I mean, I'm so tempted to not even do a review on this thing anymore, because plugging this thing in, and then it's so short it can't even reach from like a normal plug onto like a table. Unbelievable. And again, I'm normally a fan of these products, but DJI products, but I'm a bit disappointed here. All right, so we have the lock-in mechanism that is supposed to go here, and I guess, is this supposed to be like okay, the actual, what on it? I guess it would have to be on this side, right? That would be the only explanation. Look at that, guys. Watch it. Look at how when you spin, it actually bounces against the case. Huh. Well, that's interesting. All right, so this is the actual case. So I should probably get into that. So apparently the case is already on. This is the case that will actually hold, you know, the GoPro compatible mount here. So it seems there's a way to open this. Let's see if I can open this without breaking. Yep. Okay, so that opens up there. And you should be able to open something else here. Okay. It's a little bit hard. It's tough. Maybe there's a reason for it. I wonder if we need to unscrew here. Holy cow, they were right. The other reviews were really right that this was really hard to open up. And I'm wondering if I can actually get this thing out. This part will open up at all. It's really, this is tight. I mean, there must be something else I'm forgetting to do. Is it? Okay. It's just really tight at first, but let's see if we could actually get this thing out with, yeah, okay, so it actually came out. Wow, it's even smaller. So it's even smaller out of the encasing, which is interesting. Okay, I'm getting back to it. I'm rambling here. All right, so we have the front screen. We have this protector that everybody has been saying is really hard to open, and I hope to God that it's going to handle pliers, because that's what I'm going to try to use to open this thing out if I need to. I probably don't need to, so I'll leave it off for the time being, because I would be using this probably within my pocket, so you know, that would be fun. And of course there's the back screen, and of course the back screen also has what? I believe this is a touch screen, so we're going to see if there's any battery power in here, right? So I'll probably start by pulling out the front screen. Now it's really small. It's probably like 1 inch by 1 inch. Even if it looks big on the camera, it's probably like 1 inch by 1 inch there. So, but it's good enough. That's gonna be fine as long as it's bright. As long as it's bright, we won't have a problem with that. Of course, I'll take off the lens cover because you can't actually take it off there. Tighten the lens jacket before swimming. This thing is already tight. You could literally put this in to swim and you would have a problem as is. So they have it really tight, and maybe they did that to tell you how tight you could really make this thing. Of course, the back screen. It's nice. I like it. It's really, in terms of the size, it's really small. I mean, you can't go wrong with that for traveling purposes. So props to that. I have never compared it to a GoPro, but we'll see how that happens at some point in time. And it's a bit distracting here. Okay, so let's have a look at this battery. Again, you know, I do these things without reading the manual, so let's hope that it works. I see that there's like a lock-in mechanism onto the right-hand side, so and then there's some pins on one side and there's pins there, so it's kind of obvious on how to do it. There's of course a seal there, it seems, to make sure that it's waterproof. I don't plan on taking out this battery, to be honest with you, after I put this in, as long as I can charge it. Yeah, you could charge it with the thing there. All right, so we just press that in, I would think. I heard a little click. I have no idea what is that in it, but I heard a little click. What on earth is stuck there? Okay. All right. It feels like the battery is partially out, but what is it saying? Press both sides of the battery in, right, which I did. I think I pressed it hard enough, yeah. Didn't hear any click or anything like that, but make sure the orange part of the lock is not showing. Or there's an orange part of the lock. Okay, so when you have to unlock, make sure the orange part of the lock is not showing. So when you press in, it locks in, right. So it's just kind of like the Mavic in terms of the battery. And there's also on the side here what seems to be an orange part as well. So the orange part, there's two locking mechanisms here that you open and close. Nice, okay. So all you do is just press it in properly and that's it. So once you don't see the orange, you're good to go. Good. Where's the charging port in this thing? I see something here like a button to press. And that's, yeah, okay, so that's weird. You press this, oh, okay. Okay, right, nice. So you could actually press it without long fingernails. You press it and you slide it, and this will open up the SD card area, and I see the USB-C point port. And I have no idea, I see a QS button. I see a display button on the top and a record button, and the display button seems to be also the power button. So let's see if there's any juice in this thing. If there's any juice, we could probably just have a review very quickly of like what the monitor looks like. It gets dirty really fast. Okay, so here goes. Let's do a power on test. Nice. So it's on, that's a good thing. There's no battery signal, so I don't know, we'll have to just go through very quickly. So it asks you to activate with MIMO, which is going to be a problem because I can't actually activate because I'm using the phone right now, right? So let's skip there. And okay, so that means just to set the date. I believe today is supposed to be the 14th. Is it the 14th? Hey Google, date.
It is Sunday, the 15th of December, 2019.
It's 15, okay, all right. So we save that. Touchscreen is sensitive enough. Hey Google, time.
11:07.
All right. It's a little bit sensitive to adjust this stuff, so yeah, really. I don't like this sliding too much, but all right. Okay, so it says you can activate before use, but you only have 4 activations. So you have to activate this thing before you can use it, all right? So get rid of that. Okay, so you can slide stuff. Nice. There's no SD card in. I see RS, there's half of a, I think that's probably half of the battery. It would have been nice if it had percentages, because percentages would help you a lot, but I haven't tested everything yet. So how do I get to the menu? Okay, so I just select the left side and I get to the menu there, and you have a few options here. I see video, I see HDR, I have to say the interface itself is really nice. I hope that you could see that without the glare and so forth, but there's slow motion, HDR, this video, this time lapse. On the photo, there's like photo, I don't know what AAB is, burst, timed. Nice. So that's like the basic stuff that you really need. And custom, I see you have like different types of video at 2.7K, 30. All right, so I'm sure there's going to be more options. I'm curious to see, how do you get back? Okay, so you swipe up, you get back, right? So I guess we could swipe down and see. Oh, nice, very good. So there's like, just like how Android works, it's not Android, of course, but you have some other options here to, I guess, brightness, unlock, and some other options as well. Let's swipe again. Oh, so you can actually see there's a slide button there to slide up. Let's slide to the right. Okay, so to the right, we have the manual settings and the shutter settings and so forth. And oh, you could actually like de-warp your video. So for like you know, like when you use the GoPros or the action cams, they look a little bit like a bubble shape on the video. You could actually de-warp that, so that's nice. So de-warp is off, the de-warp is on there, that's good. And it has like auto white balance there and format. You can choose between MOV format, MOV format, and MP4. I'll be with MP4 because that's just what I use. And let's see what, okay, so there's no, we can't go to the left. It actually has a speaker in this thing, guys. You can actually hear it, right? Okay, so go. Yeah, interesting. And I guess you could swipe up. Okay, nice. So swiping up would choose the resolution. I don't know why it's at 1080p. What? Maybe it's because it's not activated that I can't actually use all. But you see, you can have 8x, you have 4x speed. That's nice. 720 at 8x and 4x speed as well too. So then how do you get normal speeds? It's a question, but we'll get to that at some point in time. That's interesting as well too. Oh, that's because I'm in slow motion mode. Okay, so the adjustments are based on, how do I get back to this? Okay, so if I choose normal video, I'll be able to, yeah, okay, we want to enable Rocksteady for sure. So you just press that button, you enable Rocksteady. And yeah, you could choose 4K at 30 frames, which is kind of normal, and actually at 60 frames, which is really sweet. So that is something I'll be testing at some point. You have the 2.7K, 1080p, 720p. And you have two different, unfortunately for slow motion, there's no Rocksteady available. That's kind of, you know, I guess there's no choice in that matter, but maybe it's because of the processor. So yeah, guys, this thing works really, okay, I have to commend them on the touchscreen. Touchscreen is sensitive, a little bit too sensitive for me, but it will work. Yeah, they see, like when I do that, I expect it to like know it's on 25. Nice, yeah. You see, when I do that, it keeps moving. So anyways, what other options we have here? Color de-warp, etc. I think people have been talking about using the Cinelike when you have to do a lot of editing. So I'll probably set that to the Cinelike in the first place. What the Cinelike does is actually it allows it kind of adjusts everything for you to be more flat, and then you can use like your post editing software to actually work and add color, add contrast, brightness, etc. Now there's another thing that I want to check out one time since we are on this video, and that would be to see whether this thing does raw images, because raw images, if you're not using raw images, you're going to miss out a lot on your quality of your photos. So I'm going to go to photos, and then I'm going to check to see what options we have available. And as you can see, the format is JPEG, and we want that format to be JPEG and RAW. Nice. So now when it takes a picture, when it records, it's going to actually record. It's actually going to record at the correct editing settings that we want. Now, wow, okay, so I can, you know, just moving it around, I can actually see the stabilization happening. And I have to tell you, it's amazing. The there is like a 1 second lag. You can check it out here. Watch. See? There's like a 1 second lag. It's not really annoying, but I don't know if it'll be annoying when I'm vlogging. So let's see if I could. I think they said you double tap to get to the front screen, for the front screen to be enabled. So let's try that. Okay, I have no idea how to get the front screen to work. You can actually turn this thing sideways. Wow. Okay. I do see display, so let's try display. Okay. Oh, so that the display button, which is the power button, it just switches off the. All right. Yes, but I want the front screen on. How do I get the front screen on? So I guess, guys, the manual is surely needed to get, to open up more of the settings, the dual screens, etc. Because I see nothing like a dual screen. What on earth is all this? Oh, there's more settings inside here. Nice. Okay, so what I did was I scrolled down here and I got more settings here. Okay. I don't know what lock is. Oh, screen is locked. Okay, so you can unlock the screen. Front screen will be displayed in full screen view. Okay. Okay. Full front is on. I have no idea what that means because it's still not coming on. So let's try that back again. Full front screen off. Right. Full front screen on. Yes, so it's supposed to be on there. Unless it's like, unless it's supposed to be, unless it only happens when we are recording. Perhaps. I do actually see a red light there. So there's actually a little LED light as well too on the OSMO Action. Nice. Pretty nice stuff. I will be using it hopefully later today. So we'll see how it actually goes. So there's an option actually to switch on like the voice control. I'm guessing that all this will use more battery, so I'll probably leave it on. So there's different options there's different things you could do. You could voice control, start recording, stop recording, take a photo, screen switch, and shut down. So since I don't know how to do the screen switch, I'm gonna enable the voice, and let me see if I can actually say screen switch. Oh, nice. Wow. Okay, cool. I hope that you can see this, guys. So this is what the screen looks like. Oh, and it's a really, really nice screen. It does have the lag as well, but just maybe like a few seconds. But it really is, it does actually feel like you could vlog a lot more better, because you actually you feel like you're speaking to yourself, but also an audience. So this is going to be nice. So screen switch. Screen switch. Nice. Okay, so when we let's try that back again, right? Screen switch. Okay, so that's on. All right, so this part comes off because that makes total sense. You want to save as much battery as possible, so that's great. Of course, this is not touchscreen here, but that's totally fine. As you can see, it's really, really so. Okay, so I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking the feature. Screen switch. Screen switch. I'm liking it there. All right, so you can actually switch off the voice from here too. Nice. Very good. Let's see what other settings there is very quickly here. Snapshots. I don't know what snapshot is, but there's a quick switch as well. So there's a custom, different settings that you have, etc. I guess all this, oh, there's a wireless connection. So I have no idea what this is for. Okay, so there's a wireless connection to connect to the Osmo as well. I guess that would be through the app. You can actually enable, it's already enabled wind noise reduction as well. So maybe the audio is going to be a little bit fine, I think, if we record with it on. Because, you want to get rid of all the heavy blowing and that kind of thing. So it may do something. So I don't really use it for audio issues right now. So I'm going to switch that off for me because I want to vlog with it. So I'm going to see what the audio will sound like at that point in time. The sounds are high. There's a face-oriented exposure. That's okay. That's interesting. Yeah, that's basically adjusting the different lights and so forth as well. Anti-flicker, screen auto-sleep is in 1 minute and auto-power in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's not bad. Auto-power, right, LED all on. I don't think I want the LED on, but you know, I'll test that out afterwards. Front LED off. There is only one LED, so I don't know. And of course, English language, format, factory set, and about. And that's seems to be most of these settings, quick action settings. And that's it, guys. I think that there's not much more. Oh, you could create and manage custom modes. There's brightness, screen lock, as I did again. And that's it, guys. So far so good, except for this cable, which is disappointing. No SD card, and of course no power adapter. With that being said, guys, I know that this is not as popular a product as the gimbals, but I believe I'm gonna get some pretty good footage out of this. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for viewing, and stay tuned for another episode where I go through this thing a little bit more as we get along to it. So take care, and please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.